What's up, everybody? How you doing? Really excited today. This is an awesome topic. I'm really excited to be putting up a little blog post for you guys about this. But today we're going to be talking about my top 10 reasons I decided to join network marketing. So check me out, and don't forget to check out the post on my blog. So let's get right into this. The first reason that I decided to join network marketing is because of the products. I'm going to have to go a little bit through the list here. I got some notes over here. But first off, when I saw the opportunity that I was looking at, I looked at the products. It was part of the presentation. I looked at the science behind it, and I said, if this is something that is going to do what it appears to be doing, I'm all in, because there's a lot of people I know that are going to want this. It's a product that's able to extend life and slow the aging process. So who isn't looking for something like that? So that was a really big deal for me. That was the first thing that I was looking at in terms of whether this is going to be a viable business. Am I going to be able to sell these products? The second thing that I was looking at was, what are the qualifications? What do I need to be able to do to be able to be successful in this business? And Andy, who was the guy who was presenting for us that day, I'd known him for a long time. He was a rep for Pfizer Pharmaceuticals, so he was highly educated. He had 4 degrees from the local college that is right in our area. So this is a really smart guy, and I was like, well, how am I going to do what he's doing? Well, he looked at me, even though I'd been going to college for 8 years for a 4-year degree, and I still wasn't quite there yet, right? And he looked at me and he said, if you can bring people to me and have them sit down with me, I can help them start their business. Another way that he put it that I think is even more powerful, he said, if you're going to college and you have to go in to take a test, but you can bring me to go take that test for you, how do you think you're going to do? So that was really amazing. I didn't think that I necessarily had the qualifications to go out and start a big business, but with the confidence of my upline and the support that I had the confidence to go out and start talking to people and start growing my business. The third reason that I started network marketing was because of the mentorship. So that goes along with what I was just talking about. The mentorship from all the people on my support team, all the people that are actually in my downline as well, having all this mentorship, everybody working together, has created an amazing community of people just growing and getting better every single day. So that was something that was really massive in terms of me making a decision, was knowing that I had mentorship and people that were going to help me along the way. People that if I was having a hard day, I can call them up and say, hey, I'm struggling today. What can I do differently? Can you just help me? I just need, sometimes it's just a pick me up, right? And there was people that were always there for me to be able to do that for me. And I'm also here to do that for others, passing it on. The flexible hours were huge. I was going to school part-time. I was bartending full-time. It was the beginning of the summer, so I knew it was going to be getting absolutely crazy. So the flexible hours and being able to build this when I had time to myself to be able to go and build it, that was absolutely massive in my success with network marketing so far. I had the ability to go out and build a business in the hours that I wasn't sleeping and I wasn't bartending. So it was, normally the middle of the afternoon for me. I was able to reach out to, call people, set up sit-down meetings, go to coffee shops, go grab a beer with somebody, talk about the business, talk about success, talk about what we can do to grow a business together and be partners. Those flexible hours were what gave me the ability to launch this business in part-time hours. Literally, I had about 10 hours a week where I wasn't in school or I wasn't working, that I was free to build this. And I took advantage of all those 10 hours and got out there and really built my business at a pretty quick rate. The security was absolutely massive for me. This is number 5 on the list. So security was really huge because I was bartending. I was working crazy hours, really late at night. And then some days you had to be back again in the morning the next day. And I've always had a hard time waking up in the morning. It's never been my strong suit. So when I found out that you couldn't get fired from your network marketing business, this wasn't a job. This was something that was yours. You have to, be professional. You have to do certain things, right? But I wasn't going to get fired for oversleeping. Every single day when I woke up in the morning, I woke up in a panic because I didn't know if I was supposed to be at work until everything started to come together and I figured out where I was and what time of day it was and what my work schedule was that week, because it was always changing. Then I was finally okay. But there was at least once every probably 3 or 4 months where I would end up waking up to phone calls from people at my work saying, where are you? We're opening the bar right now and you're not here. And I'd freak out. I have to take a quick shower, run out the door and go to work. And then that entire day at work was just horrible because I felt like a jerk. I was late. Other people were having to pick up my, my dead weight, and it was just absolutely horrible. It was just the nastiest feeling ever. So having the security to know that I could do this on my terms was just absolutely huge. It just made me feel so much better about everything. And in terms of moving forward with my career, now that I'm doing this full time for the last 3 years or so, since I quit bartending and all that, my life is just awesome. I wake up when I'm ready to wake up. I still set an alarm some days because I have the tendency to sleep, really late if I get the opportunity to. So I'll set an alarm if I have to wake up and I want to get some stuff done in the morning. But if I don't hear my alarm, then I'm fine. I'm not going to get in any trouble for that. So the security was absolutely imperative for me. Low startup cost and low overhead. This is also really, really awesome. At the point that I was starting my business, I was actually in the process of starting another business with a buddy of mine in the golf industry, and it was costing us a lot of money. We were putting together a website that we didn't know how to build. We were paying people to build it out. We had to hire people to do branding and contracts, lawyers, having friends with law degrees help us write contracts for all this. And it was costing us thousands of dollars to launch this business, and we hadn't even launched it yet. With my network marketing business, I found out that for $1,000, it was around $1,000 or so, I could get in, I would have my business, I would have pretty much $1,000 worth of product as well that I could start selling some of it. I could sample some of it. I went out to my mom and stepdad immediately, and my dad and stepmom, and gave them some product and said, try this out. I want to see how this works for you. They came back to me with crazy results, awesome testimonials, which really built my belief. But the low startup cost was really important, and the low overhead moving forward was also really important because I didn't want to spend all the money that I was making dumping it back into the business to keep it going. So with our company, it's a couple $100s a month for your overhead. You got to save up a little bit of money on the side too, because we have leadership training events that are national. So 3-4 times a year, I was flying around the country and going to trainings. So there was a little bit of an expense there, but those things aren't required. I chose to go to those. It was like me investing in my own college. Each one of those, I kind of look at it as taking a college course. It was, about $1,000 for airfare and hotels and spending money. But I made amazing connections with people all across the world through going to these events. And I've learned more in the 7 years I've been in network marketing by a huge amount than I did in the 8 years that I was going to school part-time and basically just faking it till I make it, trying to get by, writing the worst papers I could get away with and getting a passing grade, not studying for tests, and not really having any passion surrounding what I was doing. And network marketing has driven me to read and better myself and to grow and to keep helping others and to keep learning, and just it's personal growth. I read every single day now, where I would have never dreamed of reading an entire book, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago before network marketing. I just didn't read. And now I'm really excited about waking up every day and being able to read. Number 7, unlimited earning potential. Now this is crazy because, with any business that you're starting, or let's look at jobs for a minute. I was bartending and I made good money bartending. I worked in a city. It was one of the busiest restaurants in the city that I could work at. And I made great money. There was one shift on a Sunday, I actually made $900 in cash. That was awesome. Except for I felt like I was going to die afterwards. I'd been outside all day long working on concrete. So my knees were shot, my legs were tired. I was just a mess afterwards. And I was there for, I think, 15 hours that day to make that much money. Now, $900 is great. That was my best shift ever. But you can only work so many hours in a day. And you can only work there's only so many days in a week. So it gets to a point where eventually you can only you've capped or maxed out the amount of money that you can make in those situations. So the only thing that you can do on top of that would be to have another job, but then you don't have any time to work that extra job. So the unlimited earning potential was great, and that really piqued my interest because I saw this as a way, not that I can just go and be a millionaire. That wasn't really where my thoughts were at first. My whole mindset around this in the beginning was, if I can build this to where I'm making $50,000 a year through my network marketing business, that is a massive, massive success for me. I was able to go out, start building my business, and immediately start making residual income as well. So that's the other side of that, the residual income aspect of it. With our company, we have a really, really high retention rate for our product customers. So that means every single month, those people are going to be ordering another bottle or some more product, right? So every single month, I'm getting kickback residual income by the company. My first residual check was $4, right? So it wasn't a lot of money. It was my second month in the business. But I said, all right, well, if I'm able to make $4 residually now I can go out and create something real and something tangible. What I did was I started paying off my bills one by one with my residual income. So once I got it up to about $100, I was able to start paying my cell phone bill with that part of my residual income. And then I grew it a little bit more, and then I grew it a little bit more. And by the time it got up to about $1,000, now I was paying most of my bills, and I was just having to work to pay my rent. Fast forward a couple more years, now I pay all of my bills every month with my residual check that comes in. That security I was talking about, that's where it's really, really huge. So I have this residual income that comes in every single month on the 15th of the month that I can count on, and I know exactly, approximately how much it's going to be within a couple of $100, and I'm able to pay all of my bills right off the top, and I take all that extra money and I put it into my other checking account, where now I have spending money on top of paying off all my bills. So essentially at this point, I'm living a life of freedom because I know every single month my bills and my rent and everything that I have is going to be paid for me by my residual income that I built 6-7 years ago in my business. So the residual income of this is absolutely amazing. It's almost even better than the unlimited earning potential because it's great to be able to go out and earn $100,000 a month. That's probably just a pipe dream to a lot of people. No, a lot of people can't even wrap their head around making that much money. But to know that you're going to make an extra $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month on residual passive income, that is a life-changing experience to be able to be a part of that. The lifestyle kind of goes into the residual income. The lifestyle that I have now, I work from home. My dog is sleeping in my room right now. I'm making this video for you guys, and it's awesome because I have the ability to do what I want when I want. I go golfing all the time. I go fishing. I live right by the ocean, so I spend a lot of time striper fishing, fly fishing for stripers up here in New England. It's really amazing. And then on the other side of the lifestyle, I'm getting really sick of the New England winters. So what's my plan for next year? My plan is to go down to Florida and spend 2-3 months down in Florida enjoying the sunshine because I like being warm a lot better than I like being cold. So since my paycheck comes with me wherever I go, and all I need is a cell phone to do my work, maybe my laptop, I don't have to worry about where I go. I can pick up and move at any time that I want. Not a lot of people can say that because you're basically, you're stuck at your job. You have to go find another job before you can move. You have to apply, get accepted. Then when you go down there, you don't even know if that job's going to work out. So it's really, really tough to do that. The personal development, number 9, like I was talking about earlier, I've been reading books. I've been personally growing myself. I've been developing myself, learning how to make these great videos for you guys to try to help even more people so I can get this stuff out on the internet, right? Personal development has been the biggest passion of mine in this business since I got started. I grew up in this business watching Jim Rohn, listening to Tony Robbins, Robert Kiyosaki, reading his books, Tim Ferriss, learning about how he created the 4-hour work week. I'm not talking about this as you're going to have another 40-hour a week job replacing what you were already doing. My goal through this is something similar to what Tim Ferriss was talking about. This is the first book I read right when I first got started in this, the 4-hour work week, is that if you can design your business and you can design your life in a very specific way, intentionally, then you can go and create a business that's going to develop an income for you where you're putting in maybe not 4 hours, but 10 to 15 hours a week, I think is definitely manageable. You can get that amount of work in and have a ton of fun at the same time. Even if you're traveling, you can still put in 10, 15 hours a week of work and grow a massive business and be there for all of your people and be accountable for them and helping them. So being able to grow personally and to learn and to read all these books and to have the time to read all these books is what has been the biggest thing that has changed me in the last 7 years. I am 100% a different person today than I was when I first started this. And then number 10, probably the most important out of all of these, is being able to leave a legacy. I have a whole bunch of nieces and nephews. I have a bunch of sisters. I'm the oldest in the family. And something that I've been passionate about for really my whole life is trying to find a way that I can leave a legacy for all these people. I don't have any kids yet of my own, but I have all these nieces and nephews. I have all these people that I really, really care about in my family. I just wanted to be able to leave something behind. I wanted to be able to help. I wanted to be able to get a lake house up north for them to be able to go up to so they can experience summers and going up to camp like I did when I was a kid, going up to the campground. So these are some really big goals for me. But it all starts with generating a residual income that you know you can count on for a number of years to come. So no matter what company you're with, some of them have a stronger residual income. Some of them have stronger upfront income. You know, you do work and you get paid for it. I chose a company that has a really, really strong passive income, residual income side to it. So I know, especially being a publicly traded company, this company is going to be around for a really, really, really long time. I know that I'm going to be able to build something. I'm going to be able to, if I leave this earth, I'm going to be able to will it down to somebody in my family, and that money is going to keep coming in. It's going to keep helping my parents, or it's going to keep helping my sisters, or it's going to keep helping my future kids and my future wife. This is my ability to give back. And then on top of that, leaving a legacy, it gets even bigger than just my family. To be able to create some charities, and right now, even kind of in the smaller side of things, with our company, we have some great charities that we all donate money to and go down and build houses in Mexico and do all these cool things. That's also leaving a legacy before I've even hit, that $1 million a year earning mark, right? You can still leave a legacy because now I have time to be able to go do things and to help and to go check out my nieces and nephews' games when they're playing in sports. And just the small things sometimes are able to leave a legacy just as much as well. So that's for you guys. That's my top 10 reasons that I decided to join network marketing. It's been a great experience for me. The last 7 years of my life have just been an absolute dream. I'm really excited to see what the next 7 years bring for me. And hopefully some of you guys that are looking at network marketing or maybe in network marketing that are watching this video are able to watch this and take some nuggets out of it for yourselves. So thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Hope you have a great day. And don't forget to check this out on my blog, chrismelhoit.com. You can check out the links below down here in the description. And I hope you guys have a great day.